Today, 700 million people use it every week. And it is the most powerful technology to dramatically improve your life I've ever seen.
What are the opportunities that you're seeing that you're like, oh, if I was back to being 22-year-old Dan?
I want to create wealth.
And at the age of 27, I celebrated making my first million. If you had to almost go back today as the Dan that you are now, and go back and talk to that 17-year-old version of Dan that felt completely lost, I'm just curious, what would you say? But sometimes all it takes is one person to step in and change everything.
Everything changed when a guard pulled me aside. His name was Brian. And he sat me down and he looked me in the eyes. And he said, "You don't belong here." He said, "I've been here for almost 10 years. Like, I got diagnosed with ADHD when I was 11 and, had anger issues and, got taken out of my home. And all this stuff happened as a teenager. But it started with that conversation. Might be absolutely frustrated he's dealing with that. And I'll just go up to him and say, "Hey man, being a dad's tough. I can tell you're a great dad." And I move on.
So just hit the link in the description to grab the free guide.
This time it's different.
For me, that person was Brian, my jail guard. You then said, I cleaned up my act. I learned to code. I got my life together.
It's everything. And what happened in rehab, I did 11 months in this place. And towards the end of my program, I stuck around for the summer because I wanted a little bit more time. And they kind of put me, I graduated, but I stuck around. So I was working with the maintenance guy, Rick. And as we kind of like pulled stuff out of the main room and then kind of got into another room, I opened a door and there's this desk sitting there and an old computer, 486, dusted. I made it say hello world. And that started the journey and in many ways became my new addiction. Like, when people ask you like, if you could change anything, would you? No way.
Have all of these open questions of what to do next and no answers.
So what happened was I was in between meetings. I don't know. You should be proud of yourself. I said, cool. Hung up the phone, kept building. It's kind of funny. Like I think at one point I had a goal to like make 100,000 a year personally. But then after that, it was like, I just want to see what I can build. I just want to see, like, it was almost, I was using the size of my company as a fuck you to everybody that didn't believe in me. In my head, my buddy Mike's mom, the one that told me I couldn't play with her kids,